Welcome everybody to day 15, Magically Heal Your Relationships. If you have a difficult or broken relationship, are suffering from a broken heart, or hold any resentment or blame towards another person for anything, you can change it through gratitude. Gratitude will magically improve any difficult relationship, whether that person is a husband or a wife, brother or sister, son or daughter, partner, boss, business client, work colleague, mother or father in law, parent, neighbor, or friend. When we are faced with a difficult relationship or a challenging situation in a relationship, in almost all cases, we are not in the least bit grateful for the other person. Instead, we are busy blaming the other person for the problems we have with them. And that means we don't have a shred of gratitude. Blame is never going to make a relationship better, and it's never going to make your life better. In fact, the more you blame, the worse the relationship gets, and the worse your life gets. Whether it's your current relationship or a past relationship, if you harbor bad feelings towards another person, practicing gratitude will eliminate those feelings. Why would you want to remove your bad feelings about another person? Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the only one who gets burned. Gautam Buddha, circa 563 BC to 483 BC, founder of Buddhism. It's very powerful when we play a blame game in any kind of a relationship, that we are blaming the other person for whatever happened. What are we exactly doing energetically? When I blame somebody in a relationship which is not working well, or there are certain issues, I am actually, by putting the blame on the other person, giving my responsibility to heal to the other person. Because अगर मैं blame नहीं कर रहा हूं, that means I have that choice to work and improve this relationship. How do you not blame in a toxic relationship also is possible, just by using gratitude. You'll see further in the chapter how beautifully you can heal a bad relationship or a toxic relationship just by using the power of gratitude. ब्लेम से हम उसको रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी उसको दे रहे हैं कि मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता. बट द मोमेंट वी डू नॉट blame, that is that we take onus, we take control of the problem, of the issue in the relationship, because we want to heal ourselves. Not necessary that the relationship will be, it does not mean that if it's a bad relationship between a husband and a wife, and it could be that it ends up in a divorce, but it could be an empowered divorce where there are no hard feelings, only with the power of gratitude. Bad feelings about another person burn your life, while gratitude will eliminate them. For example, if you have an ex partner who is connected to you through your children and the relationship isn't good, look at your children's faces and realize that they won't be alive if it wasn't for your ex partner. Your children's lives are one of the most precious gifts you have. Look at your children and give thanks to your ex partner for their lives every single day, as well as bringing peace and harmony to the relationship. Through your example, you will be teaching your children the greatest tool for their life: gratitude. Or if you are suffering from a broken heart or grief due to a relationship having ended, you can use gratitude's magical power to transform your pain. Gratitude magically transforms emotional pain into healing and happiness faster than anything else. And the story of my parents is a perfect example for that. My mother and father fell in love with each other virtually at first sight. From the moment they met, they were truly grateful to be with each other, and they had the most beautiful marriage I have ever seen. When my father died, my mother, ununderstandably, suffered from enormous grief. After months of suffering, she began to use gratitude's magical power, and despite her immense grief and pain, she looked for things to be grateful for. She began with the past and she recalled all the wonderful times of happiness she had received through the decades with my father. Then she took the next big step and she looked for things to be grateful for in the future. One by one, she found them. She found or remembered things she had always wanted to do but didn't have time to do when my father was alive. And with this courageous step of gratitude, opportunities to fulfill her dreams magically poured in, and her life became rich with happiness again. The magical power of gratitude gave my mother a new life. For today's magical practice, you're going to look for a hot coal that is burning in your life and literally turn into gold through gratitude. Choose one difficult, problematic, or a broken relationship that you want to improve. It doesn't matter whether the person is currently in your life or if it's a past relationship and the person is no longer in your life. Sit down and make a written list of 10 things you're grateful for about the person you've chosen. Think back through the history of the relationship and list the great things about the person or the great things you received from that relationship. The easiest way to do is to think back to the way things were before the relationship deteriorated or ended. If the relationship was never good, then think hard about any good qualities in the person because there are there. This magical practice is not about who is right or who is wrong. No matter what you feel someone has done to you, no matter what someone said or didn't do, you can magically heal the relationship and you don't need the other person in order to heal it. There is gold in every relationship, even the difficult ones. And to bring riches to your relationship and your life, you have to find the gold. As you dig and discover the nugget of gold, write it down. Address the person by name and express your sentence in gratitude. For name, I am grateful for what? For example, Paul, I am grateful for our time together. While our marriage did end, I learned a lot. I am so much wiser today, and I use what I learned from our marriage in many of my relationships today. Paul, I am grateful for everything you try and make our marriage work because 10 years of marriage means you did try. Paul, I am grateful for you, for our children. The joy I receive from them every day could not be without you. Paul, I am grateful to you for the hard work and long hours you put in to support our family while I was at home taking care of our children. It was a big responsibility to have all of us dependent on you, so thank you. Paul, I am grateful to you for the precious moments I had with our children as they grew up. I got to see our children talk and walk for the first time, and I know you didn't have that opportunity. Paul, I am grateful for your support when I went through a difficult time of grief and loss. Paul, I am grateful to you for the times when I was sick and you did your best to take care of me and the children. Paul, I am grateful for the great times we had and we did have many. Paul, I am grateful for that you want to continue to be a father to our children. Paul, I am grateful for your support and the time you want to give to our children. I know they mean as much to you as they do to me. Can you imagine? In a failed relationship, you can have gratitude. You have to dig for that gold that's only required by you. A toxic, bad relationship, you can actually heal yourself and heal yourself from the trauma that it has caused you by doing this exercise. By the time you finish your gratitude list of 10 things you should feel much better about the person and the relationship. The ultimate point you want to reach is where you don't have any bad feelings towards the person anymore. Because it's your life that is harmed by those feelings. Remember, it's your life that is being harmed with those feelings, not the other person's. Every relationship is different. And if need be, you may choose to repeat this magical practice several days until you reach the point where you don't have any bad feelings towards the person anymore. If you are using gratitude's magical power to improve a current relationship, you will see the relationship begin to change miraculously before your own eyes. It only takes one person to magically change a relationship through gratitude, but it is the person who uses gratitude who receives the benefits in their whole life. If you choose a past relationship where you are not in contact with the person anymore, you will feel a peace and happiness fill you, and at the same time, you will see other current relationships in your life magically improve. In the future, if a relationship becomes challenging, remember to use this practice immediately. You will stop the difficulties before they get any bigger, and instead, you will increase the magic in your relationship. And trust me, guys, this works wonderfully. Any relationship you want to heal, which is probably in the past, probably currently happening right now, or you want to enhance, because there is still a lot of negativity in that relationship. Once you do this exercise, you do 10, and if you still find it that you're still having some blame game to play with the person, I suggest do 5 more. बहुत मुश्किल है, बट आसान भी उतना ही है. थॉट बनाओ, मुझे हील करना है अपने आप को. I have to heal from all the trauma, all the negativity that toxic relationship has caused me in my current life, because it's affecting my current life. I have to heal myself out of that relationship. Then, when you work, you will find things you can be grateful for, and you will actually heal that relationship in a fantastic way. Today's homework, magic practice number 15: magically heal your relationships. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Number two, choose one difficult, problematic, or broken relationship that you want to improve, or you want to heal yourself from that. Sit down and make a written list of 10 things you are grateful for about that person you've chosen. Write it down in the following way: name I am grateful for, and continue to do it till the time you do not have any negative feelings for the person. If 10 are not enough, I suggest go add 5 more. And last but not the least, just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words: thank you for the best thing that happened during the day.